Hey guys, this is Coach Derek, co-host of the Soapboxing Podcast. Man, ever since I found this Anchor app, I tell you, podcasting has become a lot simpler and a lot easier to do. They distribute the podcast over several platforms, and you have to do no work. I tell you, man, if you're interested in doing podcasting, you need to download the Anchor app. That's ANCHOR.FM. You can get started today with the Anchor app and do whatever your heart desires. Hey guys, this is Coach Derek. I want to give a shout out to our new sponsor, Pueblo Boxing. Y'all be sure to check out Pueblo Boxing. They have unique and high quality boxing gear and novelty gifts. You can find the gear at soloboxing.com. That's SOLO boxing.com. Check it out, man. They do quality work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment is here. The main event of the evening. I'm Jeremiah Gallegos, your world-class ring announcer, to introduce Soapboxing Podcast. And now, to introduce your host, Derek, a.k.a. Coach. And across the ring, introducing Manny Fresh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's golden time. Time to tune in.
What's going on, YouTube, Facebook? This is Coach Derek with my man, Manny Fresh. And this morning we got, Mike, what you compete at?
114, 123.
Yeah, I know it was a bunch of little weights you was able to do. Mike Angeletti, what's going on, brother?
What's good? Good morning.
Good morning.
First off, you a New Orleans transplant too?
Yeah, moved during Katrina. Yeah,
man, we came over here and got comfortable in a motherfucker.
and back.
Yeah, and damn that, I stand right here.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you, man?
I was when Katrina, I was 9.
Were you boxing or no? You found boxing here?
I started boxing in Houston.
Yeah, man. I grew up boxing in the 80s, but there wasn't no gyms in the 90s or 2000s, man, that I know of. And so a lot of guys
in New Orleans at all. Louisiana, period, ain't big on boxing like that now.
Yeah, a lot of people came here and found the gyms, man, and became very successful, man. Well, tell me about it, bro. What side of town and stuff he got here and came on?
Out of New Orleans, where I was from. Here.
Well, once you moved here.
Once I moved here, I moved to Spring area. And,
okay.
I was in Conroe. I was in Conroe first.
Right.
And then after my parents found a stable job, we moved to Spring.
Okay.
So yeah, I started going to school in Conroe first.
What's the first gym you found? How you ended up boxing?
Man, I was playing basketball. I played all sports, but I was playing basketball, and I got dropped off at AAU basketball practice, and I didn't feel like playing basketball. My parents dropped me off, and so they expect me to just walk into the facility and go to practice. Long story short, I didn't go to practice. I skipped practice, and I went roaming around or whatever on the boxing gym. And then Ramon Sosa was my first coach. It was the guy Ramon Sosa or whatever, and he told me to come in and check it out, stuff like that. So after the day was over, after it was time to pick me up, I told my mama, I was like, I don't play basketball no more, and that was it. I've been boxing since.
Is it
What was their response when you said you wanted to box over boxing? Were they worried or concerned, or they were?
My dad wasn't worried. My mom was a little worried, but they was like, "Man, we just paid for all this basketball jerseys, uniforms, and stuff. Man, you should switch on it." But yeah,
it was Sosa who had the gym you still at, right? It was the same location?
it was a different location. It was in Legends. It was the Legends Sports Complex.
That complex, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
I don't think it's up no more. Or they doing something different with it. But back then, that's where it was at. It was in Legends, and then he moved. He transferred to another spot, and I stayed with him. Yeah.
I think we did the Horn tournament in that place a couple times.
Yeah.
Legends Sports Complex. That was a nice place.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, Shaletti's gym, which I think that's the place he ended up.
Right.
That's a nice ass gym too, man.
Yeah.
That's a real good place, man. So how long did you box with Sosa?
I boxed with Sosa for about my first 5 years in boxing.
You was around there when his wife tried to kill him, bro?
yeah.
Man, that's insane. Man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. So first 5 years, so you was what, 14 when you was boxing a while?
I started when I was 12. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I hit 17, I started moving around looking for another because of the circumstances, the situation he was going through and stuff like that. So I had to do what's best for me.
I'd have got the fuck out of there too.
Yeah.
Nah. Sosa's my partner, man. I know him real well. He got met here years ago. What so you end up having to look for another gym. What you found? Who you found?
I started boxing with Fighter Nation, Coach David, and
Parada?
James Green and Kelvin Green. Termite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Fighter Nation Termite Watson?
Mm-hmm.
Man, where's David at, man? That's my dude, bro.
I know they had split up. He had got his own gym, Rise gym, and
that was nice too.
Yeah, he had a nice gym. Yeah.
I ain't seen
MMA section and everything. Yeah.
I ain't seen that dude in a couple of years now, man. I really like that guy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, man. So, but that was a hike, man. Was you living on the east side, or you just going there every day?
Man, I was driving there every day. From Spring. That was an hour and a half there and back.
Yeah, man. That kind of proved you was gonna be a fighter regardless, huh?
Yeah, I had to get it in. Yeah, that's what it was.
So you was with David and them for how long? You said?
I probably with David and them for 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years.
So you gaining all kind of experience, man, between Sosa and going by Fighter Nation. Mm-hmm. Was you still there when he went and do Rise, or no? You was gone by that time?
I was out. I was gone. Yeah.
And where you ended up after that?
I ended up with Ryan Collins. Because they had some stuff going on or whatever like that. And so Fighter Nation and David, they kind of split up. And so I was back a free agent because I was like, you know what I'm saying? I had to pick between. So I was just like, I'm too young to be going through all this moving back and forth type stuff.
Right.
I was just a free agent. So I'm moving a little closer to home. But Ryan Collins here a little closer.
Which gym were you with? Which gym he had when you was with him? The location?
He was like in the little warehouse. I don't know. It was off
45 in the belt?
Yeah, the Beltway. Yeah.
That's when he had his own gym?
Ryan Collins did.
Yeah.
I remember that spot. Okay,
Q was over there for a minute with me.
Yeah, that's how I know that spot.
Yeah, Joseph George was over there, Cedric Washington. Yeah.
Jericho was over there too, right?
Yeah, Jericho was over there. Eric Briggs, the heavyweight dude.
Yeah. So I mean, think, man. So David, So that's three
Sosa
different.
to David to Ron Collins, yeah.
That's three very different styles of boxing too.
Oh yeah.
You was picking up stuff everywhere you was going.
Oh yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you get better. But I mean, where I'm at right now is I'm good where I'm at right now. The
And that's
chemistry,
another spot. And
Where
that's
you,
that's a
where you
different
at,
style too.
where you at right now?
Coach Rudy
That's
Silva.
right.
Yeah.
How do you walk into his gym?
Before I even went to Ron Collins' gym, Fighter Nation, I was trying to get over there with Rudy. He saw me, and Rudy, how he was back then, he didn't really want to take no other fighters or whatever like that. Everybody wanted to go to his gym. He had all the champions. He had his son, both his sons. He had a couple different champions over there, national champions and stuff like that. And everybody wanted to get over there. But he saw me, he sasaw my skill. He was like, "Yeah, take me in." But at the time, I was still young. So driving all the way over there, still, my parents were like, "Man, that's just a drive. We need to," because I had just at the time started driving. And so they was like, "Man, we need to find somewhere else." And so, long story short, I wound up not making that move. I wound up going to David and them gym. But then came around, I got older enough. I was driving for a minute now at the time, and so that's the spot we moved. We moved over there with Rudy.
Now you've had the opportunity to travel the world already. You've been to Poland, you've been to Ireland, you've been to Bulgaria, you've been to Russia. Mm-hmm. How did things change? How did things change for you from when you were with Sosa, you were with David, you were with Ron, and those are all great coaches. But then you transition over to Rudy. How did your boxing games change, if any, from your first three coaches to Rudy?
Well, man, the main thing with Rudy is, for some reason, with the other coaches, they all great coaches. I learned everything from them. But our chemistry, he tell me to do something, I'm on it. With the other coaches, I'll hesitate with it. He tell me to throw a jab. He telling me to throw a 1-2 or whatever. I'm hesitating when I'm throwing. I don't really believe in it. But Rudy tell me to do something. I don't know what it is. I'm just doing it.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I know exactly what it is. He knows what the fuck he's telling you. Believe it. Listen, just you having the and like you said, it's no slight to no other coaches,
right,
but you having the want, mm-hmm. because clearly you see the fighters, the success he has, what he built. You want to be there. So when he say, run through that fucking wall, you put your head down and run through the wall. Right. That's and it's necessary to be successful. You know that, son. So that's all that was, bro. It was trust out the gate because it's where you wanted to be.
Yeah, I guess I seen his other fighters. They successful, so I might as well. Hey, I'm gonna throw it too. Whatever he tell me, I'm gonna do it too.
That's like my little green kid Danger, who came to me. He wanted to be there. I don't gotta convince him of nothing. He goes and does it because he wants to be there, and we got that rapport. So that's what it is, man. That's all it is. Which is, in my opinion, that's a hell of a coach to be listening to. He's one of the best. So you're not doing wrong by if you say jump. All right, let's. But you gotta. I don't know him that well, but I know him. How does Jeff fit in and how, at his gym, what's the deal with that? Is it proximity or, I know he's very involved with you, right?
Oh yeah, that's my boy. That's my coach too. Thing is, I was with Rudy, and like I said, the chemistry is all the way there. Jeff, what happened with Jeff was he took the gym from Sosa back then, like whenever Sosa decided to make that move, but I was already with Rudy. I had the chemistry, I believed in him, everything like that. So main thing is, the proximity. I live about 10 minutes away from Jeff's gym, rather than traveling to the Heights or Athletic every time I see Rudy. They both on the same page. Everybody on the same page. So
how does I know Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. He's from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a whole nother, is it? Is it a whole nother flavor of boxing or what?
Yeah, he do things different. They both got their own style, and so all I'm doing is I'm gaining both. They do mitts different. They do They
Yeah.
different, so it's just
Yeah.
a whole bunch of different stuff.
I'm